Got him.
Sure have been waiting a long time.
Director Jones is a busy man, Gustav. He will get to us as soon as possible. No.
You know, I heard the funniest thing the other day.
Please, Gustav, can we please just sit here in silence?
Yeah, totally. Sorry, Dr. Buck. Oh, you know what would make the time go faster? We could play the I Spy game. I'll go first. I spy with my little eye.
Oh, thank God.
Hello, you two. Thanks for waiting so patiently. It has been absolute chaos today. Amelia, you look great. Love what you're doing with that hair. Always a treat getting to catch up with the smartest researcher in our department. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. To what do I owe the pleasure?
It's nice to see you as well, Director Jones.
Oh, Director Jones makes me sound so old.
I am just here reminding you that Gustav will be transferring over to your division, specifically to work on SCP-1000. I know normally you send out a letter to all new clearance level 3 employees, but I thought since we were just down the hall, you might want to explain the situation in person.
Great idea. I'll be happy to fill you in.
All right, Gustav. I suppose this is where our work together ends, at least for now.
It was truly an honor being mentored by you, Dr. Buck.
Oh my god, you guys are so serious. You aren't moving to another planet, just to a different office. Run along now, Dr. Buck. Your precious protege is in good hands.
Very well, then. Thank you, Director.
Oh, you're welcome. And let's not be strangers, okay? Call me and we will get together sometime. Seriously, it's been way too long. She's a real piece of work. Come on, Yusuf.
It's Gustav.
As if it matters. So, have you already filled out your transfer papers?
Yes, Director. You should have received them days ago.
Well, as you can see, I got a lot on my plate here, Garrett.
It's Gustav, sir.
Right, whatever. Ah, here it is. You haven't been working here that long. How'd you get promoted to clearance level 3 so quickly? You got a mommy or daddy on the O5 Council?
No, sir. Nothing like that. The higher-ups were impressed with the performance of Dr. Buck and I during the containment breach a while back, and this position came open. It was just good timing.
So, let me guess. You wanted to work on SCP-1000 because you were obsessed with Bigfoot as a kid.
Well, yes?
Very original.
I'm sorry, sir. Did I do something to offend you in any way?
You mean other than being a complete imbecile who lucked his way up the ladder into a very important position? No, not particularly. Let's just get to the matter at hand. SCP-1000.
Yes, sir. From what I have read, all media reports and evidence about Bigfoot...
SCP-1000?
Right. Sorry. All media reports and evidence about SCP-1000 are confiscated due to possible contamination with SCP-1000-F1. But I believe, given enough time, I may be able to develop a suit that protects us from its anomalous effects.
Listen, Russell.
It's Gustav, sir.
Forget everything you know about SCP-1000, okay? You have no doubt read about how the species civilians refer to as Bigfoot or Sasquatch are nocturnal omnivorous apes with similar intelligence to that of a chimpanzee, and that SCP-1000-F1 is a genetic disease that wiped out nearly 99% of their population. But that's a lie. Every instance of SCP-1000 is smart, just as smart as most humans, and in your case, probably even smarter. And they didn't die out by accident. It was an annihilation.
Annihilation? From what?
Humans.
What? Why?
Are you familiar with the organization known as Children of the Sun?
No, sir.
They were once a rogue unit that defected from the Serpent's Hand. They told us a story that was impossible to believe, until it turned out to be true. Several thousand years ago, the apes we call SCP-1000 evolved alongside us. We walked in the daytime just like now, while they walked in the nighttime. They were our nocturnal siblings in the shadows, but while we were still wandering hunter-gatherers, they changed. They created tools for agriculture, they domesticated animals and built stable settlements. As humanity blinked in the Pleistocene sun, SCP-1000's population exploded across the night. They blanketed the planet in the tens of billions. They made things that we still can't comprehend, even though we've thoroughly studied the surviving pieces. Some of them are even classified as SCPs now, such as SCP-2932 and 2511. They made trees and birds of prey grow into fast-moving ships, herds of animals that became trains, bushes that became flying vehicles. From insects and pigeons, they made things equivalent to cell phones, televisions, computers. The children described vast shining cities with giant flying ships of ivory and spider silk stretching across the sky. Our population was rare, similar to gorillas now. A few 100,000 left at best. We avoided their settlements just like wild animals today avoid ours. They saw us as fairies or gnomes, ascribed us supernatural powers, said we ate bad children while they slept in daylight. They fenced off our dwindling wild populations in conservatories, outlawed poaching, but in the underground consumed our bones as aphrodisiacs. Then their civilization fell. And we did it. By we, I don't mean the Foundation. By we, I mean humanity. The story is muddy, to say the least. Supposedly, a trickster forest god showed humanity favor, gifting us the Master's tools and teaching us how to use them. We simply don't know what the truth is. Somehow we acquired SCP-1000's own technology, and with it, we instigated an SK-class dominance shift in which humanity became the dominant species of Earth. We wiped out 70% of SCP-1000's population in a single day. The Day of Flowers, the children called it. Supposedly every flower bloomed that day, while our enemies died in their sleep. But we went further than just killing them. With a few of the more twisted of SCP-1000's devices, we drove the survivors mad, blocking higher functions and leaving their bodies to fend for themselves like any ordinary ape. We slaughtered their living machines and burned their vast shining cities with SCP-1000's bioweapons that reduced everything to dust to eventually blow away in the wind. We left no traces, not even our own memory. We turned one of the weapons on ourselves, wiped out any knowledge of SCP-1000 and the greatest civilization the planet had ever seen. Only a few humans protected themselves from the effect, kept the forbidden knowledge, just in case. The rest of us went back to being hunter-gatherers, none the wiser. Which brings us to today. You'll be able to read further information about this in the Level 3 documentation, but I'll give you the short version here in person. SCP-1000 are somehow regaining their forgotten intelligence and knowledge. Maybe they never truly lost it. We don't know. This is why the ever-increasing number of Bigfoot sightings is so worrying. Why their attempts at contact, however civil, are even more worrying. Here is one of the only notes written in a human language. SCP-1000 are just like us. That's what makes them so dangerous. We wiped them from history and memory. We dissolved their civilization, and we slaughtered most of their species. So just ask yourself, if they got the chance, what more would they do to us, Trevor?
It's Gustav.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Sorry about the wait for the new video. Our animation team took a brief hiatus from this channel to work on another project. But more SCP animations are on the way. Stay safe out there.